All right, so do you board a matatu or a bus each morning while going to work and even in the evening when going back home? Which matatu route number do you use? And have you ever wondered who came up with these route numbers? Well, KTN's Timothy Otieno went out in search of answers to these questions and filed the following report.
This is Nairobi's bus station, one of the largest bus terminus in the country and the entire East African region. And from here, hundreds upon hundreds of passengers make their way within the city and beyond using the public transport system vehicles known as matatus. The Kenya Bus Service came up with the country's first formal public transport system, and to roll out this plan, they had to design route numbers for specific destinations countrywide. I sat down with the Kenya Bus Service Director for insights into how these numbers came about.
Transport systems across the world, be they airlines, be they ships, be they trains, operate on certain route numbers.
He recalls the most popular route numbers then.
Most famous route is route number 7 that used to take people from Jericho to Kenyatta National Hospital. Route number 8 that used to come from Jerusalem to Kenyatta National Hospital.
The history behind matatu route numbers dates as far back as 1934, when the first Kenya bus services started operations in Nairobi. They were 12 in number then. The routes were designed based on 3 dimensions: the urban routes traveling from the periphery of Nairobi's border to the city center, the intra-urban routes crossing from one estate within the city to another, and the peri-urban routes that operated outside Nairobi.
Okay, sir.
Naivan Ngatia was there then and still recalls the good old days when the routes weren't so clustered.
The organization was there, and people like Kenya Bus, when they left, the industry was left to very unscrupulous people.
The route numbering then was done by the Kenya Bus Service, but nowadays that task is handled by the National Transport and Safety Authority.
You apply, but we are not expanding the routes. So if a particular SACCO is operating on, let's say, Nairobi Rongai, then if you are a member of that SACCO, we'll only give you that route for now.
The first route, route number 1, used to operate from Nairobi's city center through Community to Dagoretti Corner, then Karen, and all the way back to Dagoretti Market. That route is no longer operated. Other routes that no longer exist are Route 2 from the city center to Waithaka, Route 3 from Eastleigh to Kinoo, Route 60 from Umoja Estate to Kibera, and Route 61B from Kenyatta Hospital to Kayole Estate. But how come some destinations share the same route number? For instance, there are number 33 matatus plying the Embakasi route and number 33 matatus going to Ngumo. Others with the same destinations have different route numbers. For example, Rongai residents can either board matatus number 125 or 126.
Number 125 used to terminate at Ongata Rongai. 126 used to go to Kiserian. Now, when you decide to use the 2, you are confusing passengers, because a passenger who comes saying he wants to go to 126, he knows the route will get to Kiserian, will not terminate at Ongata Rongai.
For commuters, the destination is considered more vital than the route number allocated to it. Either way, the structure works out to distinguish one area from another.
The only industry you can call Kenyan, indigenous Kenyan industry, is the matatu industry, nowhere else.
Timothy Otieno, KTN.
Yeah. Very interesting story there from Timothy Otieno. I seem to remember there being 2 routes with the number 23.